Welcome back.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here.
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young...
Lower your voice. Must you always shout? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides,
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... And this must be the young lord?
I am Frederica. It is a...
And I am Gila, her attendant.
Allow me to introduce those in... This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as well.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require any...
they may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same, and for...
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect...
His voice, certainly.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used...
My lord, your father awaits you. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father...
As you are well aware, there are two events of utmost importance to be
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of it.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that... Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festival.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical... The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Vis. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate, and meet with the two before the ceremony.
Quite so. After that, it will be House... Anna, I would trust you safeguarding...
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real... Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the great...
From Esfrost, the much-renowned general of... And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. No.
On that matter, there are... Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms?
Apparently, he originally, formally...
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of... Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfron.
Doubtless so. Very well.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Sereno.
Lord Simon. I suppose. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joke, let us not give them an opportunity to catch us.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederick.
Ho ho, the pleasure.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor.
There is no need. You are tired from your journey, I am sure.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellen blood.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might...
A most reasonable request. Both.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two...
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time, and House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond...
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Eric.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that.
So that if relations between...
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of the...
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this...
Well said, my son. If that is yours...
Father!
Lord Simo!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. As of this day, I abdicate my... You will serve in my stead from...
But, Father, I am not...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and... Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one...
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are... Even so, I hope that you will be there to support... This is House Wolfort's entreaty.
Of course, my lord. 'Twas my...
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister...
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you.
30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was united at last in common cause. The Kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of this uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will... One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to it. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort, inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his...
Welcome to Castle Wolffort. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation...
You are too kind, Lord Simone. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica, none in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the... I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask.
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself.
And this is your son?
Serenoa Wolffort.
And I am Frederica.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this matter. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa.
You're abdicating your... Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new...
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall...
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious...
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone...
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the...
Ah, he is your cousin, yes? I see we share an innate curiosity for new...
The banquet will begin soon. I shall see.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations.
Of course, Father.
I thank you for your...
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy this?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know.
You honor us with your word.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say,
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into it with Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation. We must regard each other as equals, and forge...
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not all...
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my...
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes.
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess. This is the foundation of the teachings by allying with Esfrost. Do you mean to...
Of course not, Minister. We understand that and we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us... However, that is all the more reason for us to be open.
Honored guests, pray. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice, and of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and...
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that...
I apologize if I spoke, but the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that all those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born.
You agree?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as but perhaps this joint mining venture of yours...
Indeed, we must set our gazes. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a...
Yes, Father.